Welcome back to another episode of Locking Down the Ladder. It is LegnaK as always, and before we get into this, I do want to apologize that this episode is coming up a little bit later. I did get preoccupied with a lot of things earlier. I was going to do it yesterday, but we got caught up streaming until sunrise, so that's on me. Do highly apologize about this, and I appreciate y'all taking time and watching it anyways. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So we do still have this Domice team, which is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. I have not really done anything else since the last Locking Down the Ladder episode, but let's just go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to choose our Domice team. Going to communicate standby. We got all that jazz going on. Alright, so while we are waiting, or never mind. I guess we're not going to be talking about what our favorite Ultra Beasts are. We'll talk about that in a brief moment. So let's take a look at this guy's team real quick. This is a heavy rain team. Heavy rain. This is a lot of rain. It's a lot of water. There's a lot of water here, guys. I may have had a little too much coffee. So, there's a lot of rain here. I'm really feeling that Indeedee Dusclops is 100% the play here. Indeedee Dusclops seems to be what we should be going for. Domice, 100% Domice needs to come in on this one. And part of me, I'm in a toss-up between Stack Attack and Primarina here. Primarina can do a lot of damage real quick because Primarina's got some pretty good special attack, you know, and she's got Life Orb boosted everything. Let's go ahead and take a look at what she has just to double check and refresh everybody. No, she's a quiet nature, so it's perfect. So Moonblast, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Protect. I think it may be our ideal play, especially when Pelipper has the potential of Wide Guard. Yeah, I think Primarina might be the better play here over Stack Attack. As much as I kind of want to bring Stack Attack in, we're not going to bring him in. Alright, so let's just jump into this right off the bat. So hope we get a win. That's all I gotta say. Let's hope we get a win. They ran right to the end of the timer. I like that. They did a lot of thinking as well. It's the best way to do it. Honestly, the absolute best way to do it. He's standing on a Whale Lord. That poor Whale Lord. Why would you stand on a Whale Lord? It does nothing. Alright. So Pelipper and Ludicolo. Oh, okay. That was to be anticipated. This was definitely the anticipated play here. Let's see. We are definitely going to use Follow Me on Indeedee. Kind of want to, you know, draw all the fire from Dusclops. Oh, so it's a Damp Rock. I have not seen one of those in a long time. Haven't seen one of those in a hot minute. But, okay. We're going to, as I said, Follow Me, Indeedee, and then we're going to go for a Trick Room here because we definitely want to be going as slow as humanly possible. God. I miss Ludicolo. Ludicolo has always been one of those Pokemon I've been like astonishingly good, but like for Sword and Shield, it seems to have fallen off, I've noticed. And I'm not entirely sure why, because it's such an interesting Pokemon. Alright, does Indeedee handle this? Just barely, because Indeedee is good. This Indeedee's actually insanely good. But this is actually perfect for us because we get to bring Domice in. We get a free switch into Domice now. That's exactly what we wanted. Indeedee, I hate to say, Indeedee's one of those fodder Pokemon that you kind of just want to get out, like, immediately. You just want to get Indeedee out of there, like, yesterday. So let's go ahead and bring in Domice. He's going to probably want to try and Hurricane it, because I don't think this Ludicolo is going to be able to do much to any of our guys. So let's go ahead and just go for a Max Phantasm. Let's go for a Shadow Sneak to proc our own weakness policy. I want to get this Pelipper out of here. Pelipper is is kind of threatening with his Hurricane. I don't think this Ludicolo poses much a threat unless he hits us with an Ice Beam and freezes us. And unfortunately, knowing our luck, that's exactly what's going to happen. Alright, look at that big boy. Alright. This still did a fairly significant amount of damage. I wonder if this is actually a 0 or a 0 attack Dusclops. Alright, Pelipper is out of here, which is perfect for us. You know, part of me thinks that we probably really should have... Okay, so there's the Ice Beam that we expected. Okay, no freeze. Thankfully. I can see potentially Barraskewda coming in. Oh, he actually goes for the Politoed, which is... Politoed's a non-issue here. I'm going to go for max overgrowth onto the Ludicolo, even though it's going to be neutral damage. I would like to get a little bit of residual health. And let's just Nightshade the Politoed. I could see a potential Perish Song coming in. Is this Ludicolo? This has got to be Ludicolo, right? I think we should have max Phantasms. Well, if it doesn't kill, it's a learning experience. That simple, folks. I have a feeling it will kill, though. Yeah. What was I worried about? It's neutral nature, stab. He's at -1 defense. We're at +2 attack. Should have saw that coming. I don't know why we were worried about it. I guess we're playing the better be safe than sorry situation here. Oh no. Well, good news is we didn't get frozen. I'm telling you guys, Dhelmise is one of the scariest Pokemon that we've used. I really appreciate this team. Again, big shout out to Orange Steve, the guy who created this team. It is an absolutely insane team. Honestly, I love seeing Dhelmise in use. And it's a terrifying team. Alright, so we're just going to hit another Nightshade on this little Politoed. But this Barraskewda is going to go down, hopefully. If it's Sash, we could just... Okay, I was going to say if it's Sash, we could just Shadow Sneak it. Alright, Dhelmise does go down, sadly. Due to a crit. I don't think the crit mattered. I actually don't think the crit mattered, but hey. Now Primarina can come in. Alright. And she should be able to probably finish off this Politoed. Sorry, he should be able to. I actually missed my Primarina that I used back in Sun and Moon for my playthrough. Alright, so that was a canceled battle. It's a little unfortunate because, you know, as I said, I hate kind of leaving battles unfinished. It feels a little less gratifying. Alright, thank you for playing. We get a rare candy. We take those. And we get to check the team. Awesome. That makes me very happy that we get to take a look at this team. We kind of, see, it was Heavy Rain. Damp Rock. Let's see, Timid Nature, Hydro Pump, Hurricane, Ice Beam, Weather Ball. So there was no Protect, no Tailwind, or no, what is the word? I know it, and I'm drawing a blank. Wide Guard, which is very interesting. It's very interesting. This was just a hyper offensive Pelipper. Very interesting, very interesting. All right, so Barraskewda was Choice Band. Okay, that's actually really good. Oh. I'm just ignoring where they came from. Anyways, Adamant Nature, Swift Swim, Liquidation, Close Combat, Drill Run, Flip Turn, which is a really good set. Like, Barraskewda is one of those Pokemon that's really interesting to me. I personally would prefer Propeller Tail, but I guess it makes sense in the rain. Let's see, we got Rodon, which was Modest Nature, Substitute Will-O-Wisp, Thunder, Hydro Pump. Standard set. It's a very standard set, very good set too. Thank God it's not the Ally Switch. Let's see, we got the Politoed, Scald, Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Psychic. no Dynamaxes. You know, it was a Choice Scarf Politoed, which is very interesting. Very interesting to say the least. I don't know, this is some very interesting stuff that we have here. So we had the Life Orb Ludicolo. We did see that all the way back from what appears to be... I don't know what that is. I can't tell if that's like earlier games or if that's Sun and Moon. Doesn't matter. Modest Nature, no Dynamaxing, which is very interesting because you think that Ludicolo would be great for Dynamaxing, which he did try to use now that I think about it. Probably explains why he went down so quickly. So Ice Beam, Fake Out, Giga Drain, Hydro Pump, and then Blastoise, Gigantamax capable, Shell Smash, Hydro Pump, Water Spout, Aqua Jet. No. Original trainer was someone. We don't know. White Herb, you know, it's a standard set. No Dynamax candies. I think Dynamax candies seem to be a very, what's the word? Forgettable addition to the game. Always, folks, always Dynamax candy your Pokemon if you can. Honestly, it doesn't matter if it's just a support Pokemon. Put Dynamax candies on it. It might save your butt later. Alright, so let's continue on. Round 2. Very, very interesting team that we just went up against. Alright, so now, let's talk about our favorite Ultra Beasts. What is y'all's favorite Ultra Beast? Like, I'm starting to really appreciate Stack Attack, even though we haven't really used it much, if at all. I think we used it maybe one time. But personally, my favorite will and always will be Celesteela. Celesteela is such an insane Pokemon. You know, great versatility. She can be hyper offensive, very defensive, very bulky. Like Subseed Celesteela was always one of those really like terrifying ones to go against. I'm personally a fan of Assault Vest Celesteela. Maybe we'll bring her back for another future episode. Who knows? But yeah, it's definitely Celesteela on my end. So let's go ahead and get into this next battle. Oh, I like this team. I'm getting a lot of Series 1, Series 2 vibes from it, you know, with Togekiss and Durant. That's a blast from the past there. I think Dusclops might be the play here. Actually, I think we're going to let Stack play. Because we got Shuca Berry, we got Indeedee, so we're going to like play with those two. Dhelmise definitely in the back because Dhelmise we can trust. Torkoal can do a lot of damage except for the Latios, but at the same time Dhelmise can easily take care of Latios. We definitely bring Primarina in. Primarina can do a lot of damage to a lot of these Pokemon too because a lot of them are very like special defense weak, bar Togekiss. So I think we're gonna bring Primarina in on this one, guys. Torkoal's gonna sit out for a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and try and win this one with a little bit of a change up. Alright, I'm definitely seeing a Regigigas Weezing lead here. One of the more common leads. So, neutralizing gas, we saw that coming a mile away. So, we are definitely 100% going to Trick Room here. We're going to just Trick Room, and then we're going to follow me. Indeedee should be able to handle it, unless he did not bulk Indeedee for Regigigas. Which I think he may have, solely for the fact being is... I've used Regigigas for quite a while, and... I think he's built that. He's also built this team to try and counter my teams. So, that's why I'm also very familiar with this. He actually does not Dynamax his Regigigas, which is very, very peculiar. So there's a knockoff. You know, that's fine. That's actually not fine at all. Oh my goodness gracious. That just destroyed it. Well, here comes a Will-O-Wisp. I'm actually fine with that. That's actually best case scenario. We are fine with Stack Attack and getting burned here. That's actually really, really good for us. That's actually really, really good for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring in Dhelmise, because why not? We now have the complete option to destroy everything. We can destroy this Sash on Weezing. We can do everything. Let's just go ahead for a Brutal Swing. Hits every single Pokemon here. Also procs our weakness policy, which I absolutely love this strategy here. I think this strategy is one of the cleverest things that I've ever seen. We're going to go for a Max Phantasm on the Weezing. That way, Regigigas is also nullified. You know, slow start makes him even less effective. His knockoff is not going to do nearly as much because, well, I don't know why my brain decided to stop working there while I'm trying to explain it. It's not going to work nearly as much because Dhelmise is not going to be holding an item because weakness policy has already been procced. His attack is going to be half due to slow start. So there was a protect. That's actually not as good as we were hoping. Let's go ahead for a brutal swing here. It's only going to do probably about 10 damage to us. Okay, did a little bit more than I was expecting. But we still got our proc off. That's fine. I don't think it's going to kill like through protect though. I can almost guarantee it's not going to kill through protect. Yikes! That did a lot less than I was anticipating. That did way less than I was anticipating. It's fine though, because here comes a knockoff. We're going to handle that very, very well. Because Dhelmise is an absolute tank, absolute terrifying Pokemon to deal with. Absolute force to be reckoned with. Let's Gyro Ball into this, and let's also... you know what? Let's Steel Spike into it as well. And the reason we're going to do that is just in case the Gyro Ball isn't enough to take out, you know, the Weezing. We are burned, but he is at -1 defense, so it's a toss-up. It really can go either way here. Absolutely terrifying Pokemon to see this big. I love it. You love to see it, folks. Now we're just waiting on them, so I don't know what to say much about this. He's actually going to go right for the Dynamax too, which is really, really cool. He goes for the Dynamax on his Regigigas. Alright, so this could go really, really well for us or really, really poorly. But this is also why I'm glad that we doubled into the Weezing to make sure the Weezing is completely nullified here. He actually gets a double protect, which is mildly agitating. Just mildly agitating. But we do have +1 defense. We should be able to handle whatever is thrown at us now. And at this point, this Weezing is not going to survive. Dhelmise should handle this very well. Yep. This is also why I've become very appreciative of Trick Room teams. We're allowed to be a lot bulkier, a lot more resilient. It's definitely one of those things that, you know, 5-6 years ago when I started, actually 2015, so yeah, 5-6 years ago, I would never have done Trick Room. I was always one of those super hyper offensive players. I'm really glad I'm not like that anymore. Because I'm not saying that hyper offensive is not the way to go. It's just I've learned to expand my horizons. And, you know, this series has helped out, you know, with Pokemon that are not normally used, such as Dhelmise or Carbink or, you know, Crawdaunt. It really goes to show just how diverse Pokemon can be. But there we go. Oh, you know what? I just realized the Steelworker was not in play because of neutralizing gas. That's why I did not nearly as much. That's a mulligan on my part. Alright, so, oh, we are actually a Lonely Nature. Why did I not bother checking that? I totally forgot Lonely Nature was a thing for... Oh! That is how you drop a Regigigas. Color me impressed. Okay, so this team just got a lot more merit going for it. This team just got a lot more merit going for it. I'm not saying that the team didn't have much merit to begin with, but it just dropped Regigigas like nobody's business. Okay, that's what I like to see. Like, this is what I like to see. I'm actually really excited. The once well-trained. It's a Togekiss. It's so cute. I like Togekiss. Togekiss is one of those Pokemon I just find absolutely adorable. Let's Gyro Ball into it, and let's go for a Poltergeist. Let's go for a Poltergeist. I can't see why we wouldn't go for a Poltergeist here, because even if the Togekiss, you know, follows me or whatever, we could just do some damage. Unless Babiri Berry, and then, you know, it's completely null and void. Alright, so there goes the Gyro Ball. Should do a significant... Okay, it killed. Never mind. Never mind. Did a lot more damage than I was expecting. Big Stack don't mess around, y'all. Stack Attack is one of those Pokemon that is really, really cool. Alright. It's Focus Sash. That's fine. That's actually really okay. Interesting, though. So what is he going to go for? He's going to drop a Draco right on our Dhelmise, right? Yep. There it is. Alright. Reppin' Pepperoni's Dhelmise. You did us proud. This entire team is actually really, really, really fun. Really, really appreciate this team. It's such a fun team. It is absolutely such a fun team. I still have yet to get a response back if I'm allowed to, you know, share the team with everybody here. So unfortunately, it's not going to be up this time either. Orange Steve, if you are watching this, in the comment section below, just let me know. You know, it's no problem if you don't want it shared or not. I definitely would love to see this team like more often and everything. It's a very fun team. Very, very fun, very solid team. This is definitely one of those things I may come back to in the future, like once we're done, you know, showcasing this team, you know, 3 or 4 episodes from now. I think we're going to do standard 5 episodes a team. I wish I could speak easy. But either way, folks, this is one of those teams that I've actually like completely fallen in love with. I've actually completely fallen in love with this team because it's so crazy. He actually just goes for a Tailwind saying, no, we're just done here, folks. We're going to take that win. Primarina goes for a nice Ice Beam just to finish it off. I could have used Moonblast, but why not? It was at 1 hit point. It's not like it was going to do much anyways. But there we go. We get us another win. We're 16-4. Let's hope we can take a look at this guy's team. It was a very interesting team. You know, we had the Regigigas Weezing strategy, which is very, very common, very good strategy, I should say. Alright, communicating. I guess we don't get to take a look at their team. That's unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. But let's continue on for our last match of the day. Let's go ahead. Let's just jump into it. We're actually adding Great Ball Tier 3. And 10 more battle points. We take those. We always take those, folks. Always can use the battle points. Battle points are always super, super helpful. Absolutely love it. You love to see it. But let's just jump into this. Let's do it. Let's do it, folks. I'm just excited. Alright, so rank 9. We are moving up in the ranks, folks. Alright. Oh, you know what? There are 2 Ultra Beasts right here that we could have used this to talk for our talking point, which is it's funny if you ask me. It's really funny if you ask me. But I'm definitely thinking Indeedee, Stack Attacka, Primarina, and Dhelmise. I'm sorry, Torkoal. You just have not had a good run for this. Poor Torkoal. And the reason I'm saying I'm not going to use Torkoal is because it is Choice Spec, and if we get locked into that Heatran, we're kind of just dead weight. The only thing that Torkoal can really, really touch is Kartana. Kartana, maybe if it's a non-AV. What is it? Thundurus. Those are the only 2 things that I could like genuinely take on. But I'm sorry, that image always I hate that image. It's funny, but I hate it so much, guys. Alright, so let's just jump into it. So Kartana Nihilego. Love to see it. Alright, so are we about to get baited into a Trick Room War, or what's the deal here? That's what I want to know. Because we don't have Frisk, we can't see if it's Focus Sash, we can't see if it's Power Herb. We could just, you know, follow me, see what happens. Let's go for a follow me Trick Room. Let's just test the waters, folks. I really feel that the Nihilego might try and, you know, get a little chummy and go for Trick Room herself, but we don't know. So Leaf Blade, we handle that. Alright, so that was a Trick Room battle. That was a Trick Room battle. Oh, we fell for it, folks. We fell for the Trick Room battle. Alright, I say we do it again. I say we do it again. You know, I am very willing to just sit here and look like an idiot. He actually does. Okay, that's actually best case scenario. I love that. So here's Heatran. I'm not worried about Heatran at all. Stack Attack, it just handles it like nobody's business. You love to see it, folks. Just love to see that. It's so good. And that was a double crit. Indeedee is just like, nah. Fool us once, we're not having it. Indeedee, she's just not having that shenanigans. So let's go ahead and Expanding Force real quick. Let's just do it again, and then let's go ahead for a Rock Slide. We're going to throw as much damage as we can on these guys. We're not having it. This team is not having it. They're out for blood. They're out for damage. Actually really impressed with that. So here comes Big Stacks Rock Slide. And Expanding Force should take out the Kartana now that I think about it. Alright, so that's really good for us. That's really, really good. Here comes a potential Heat Wave, though. That's one thing I'm a little bit worried about. Actually, he gets a flinch. I actually feel really bad for this guy. I actually feel really, really bad for this trainer because it is just not going for her. It's not going well. I hate when it happens to me. It's only fair for me to say it's not fair when it happens to somebody else. So let's go ahead. Just Expanding Force again. Let's just Gyro Ball here. Alright, Heatran goes for a Protect. That's actually best case scenario for him. Okay, so we get a double Protect here, which is really, really, really smart. Really smart on them. But we're just going to keep on going. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We're putting way too much pressure on them just to lay off. I should have saw that Sacred Sword coming, though. I really should have seen that Sacred Sword coming, but I think it doesn't matter because we did survive, but there was a chance that could have been a low roll, you know, anything. Yeah, she just forfeits. That's, A little bit lackluster. A little bit lackluster, but I completely understand it. I completely, wholeheartedly understand it. I can't blame them. That was... that was really, really rough. Alright, so let's take a look at this. We got Power Herb Nihilego, you know. Timid Nature, which is probably your best one for Nihilego. You know, Sludge Bomb Meteor being Trick Room Protect. I've actually seen a lot of people like ditching Trick Room for Power Herb, but you know, it paid off for them really well. Let's see, we got the Kartana. Love Kartana. Assault Vest, so that wasn't Assault Vest Kartana, so I do feel even worse for them that, you know, Indeedee was just like, nah, no, we're not having it. I feel even worse now, folks, but it's a victory. We'll take those. We take all kinds of victories, folks. Jolly Nature, Leaf Blade, Sacred Sword, Aerial Ace, Smart Strike, you know, best move pool for that. Got the Nidoqueen. I don't know why I pronounce it Nidoqueen, but whatever. Nidoqueen. Life Orb, Modest Nature. Again, no Dynamax candies, which is really interesting. Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Protect, that's your standard. That's a good one. Not standard. Nidoqueen's not standard Pokemon, so I can't say it's a standard set. So we got Zapdos, Lumberry, Adamant Nature, Close Combat, Brave Bird, Blaze Kick, Bulk Up. Interesting. It was a very interesting team right there. Thundurus, this is actually all the way back from Black and White. Interesting. all the way back from Black and White. Prankster with a, I think that's Calm Nature? I can't remember that. No Dynamax Candies again. Volt Switch, Area Impulse, Taunt, and Thunder Wave. So yeah, we saw that one. So the Heatran, is that all the way from here? Nope, that's from, you know, Alola, I'm guessing. We got a Modest Nature, Earth Power, Heat Wave, Flash Cannon, Protect. That's your standard set. I'm really surprised that he went for Weakness Policy instead of a Shuca Berry. But, hey, you know what? Interesting. It's a very interesting team here. I do feel really bad because I feel like this team could have given us a lot of problems, but we just got super lucky, folks. We got super lucky, and I'm not going to chalk it up saying that we were just better. We got lucky. You know, as I said, looking at this, it was more than likely a low roll. It may have been a very low roll for him. I do feel, I don't know. I don't want to say remorseful. I definitely don't want to say remorseful because, you know, that's how the game goes. You know, it happens to us, you know. But, enough being said, folks. Thank you all for watching. If you guys did enjoy this, don't forget to leave a like down below. If you guys have not already, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on because it helps me out very much. We are going to get out of here. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Locking Down the Ladder, where we will still be continuing using our Dhelmise team. This was absolutely awesome. I'll see you guys next time.